What is up, guys? I am Mark with Tub Talk Reviews, and it is cold out here. It's been in the 20s the last couple days, and we're testing out to see how does an inflatable hot tub do in the winter months. Now, the hot tubs we're testing out today are the RELXTime inflatable hot tub. That's what we've got here outside, in the Coleman Saluspa. That's what we've got in the garage. And what we're doing is we're testing to see how does it do when it's in a semi-insulated area versus how does it do when it's exposed to the straight elements. Now, if you're interested in these inflatable hot tubs, we've got links down in the description below. If you want to check them out, do know that these are affiliate links, so we may earn a commission if you end up making a purchase with these. Now, with all that said, we're keeping these reviews as honest as possible. We're doing a stress test on these things, and we're going to tell you how do they do. So let's get into that. RELXTime inflatable hot tub. It's been outside now for 48 hours heating up. It's 30 degrees outside right now, and it was even colder than that last night. You can see we have some water on top of this hot tub, so we know that it must be pretty warm in there. So that's a good sign. I hope you can see that. We're at 89 degrees, so we're still quite a bit cold on this thing, and it's been heating up for about 48 hours. So I think we're gonna give this thing some help. As you can just see, it's not quite there. And I don't know if it's the inflatable hot tub itself, the brand or what, but we're also gonna do a test on the garage. We're gonna leave the garage open. That way we can see, okay, is the Coleman in there? Is that one not heating up too when it's completely exposed to the elements? Because I wanna do a fair test here. Inflatable hot tub that's in the garage. As you can see, we're at 104 degrees on this guy. So where it should be, and I'd say it's about 45 degrees in the garage right now. So that's good news. You know, sure enough, I'm touching that water. That feels as hot as it says it is. That feels really good. So we've had this inflatable hot tub in our garage for several months now. We've never had an issue. It's always heated up just fine. I did want to test it now that the water's been colder, and I already knew that it was good, but I wanted to show you all that. What I'm really interested in is what happens if we leave the garage open for a couple of days. Will this inflatable hot tub stay as hot as it currently is? And I want to see, will that one over there heat up if we give it a little extra help. But here's what I'm gonna do to make this a fair test, because I already know it heats up in the garage, but what happens if I turn it off and we let this thing cool down quite a bit? And what we're gonna do next, we're gonna open the garage and let this thing cool down. Okay, I've got the garage door open. It's now exposed to the elements. It might as well be outside. I wanna see how long it's gonna heat up. So we're gonna let it get down to about, I'd say 85 degrees or so. We're gonna flip it back on and see how long does it take to heat up, and will it get back to the 104 without giving it extra help. All right, so to help this thing along, we're gonna be using an Immersion water heater. We're just gonna dip it in the hot tub and it's gonna help heat it up. I do wanna point out that when using this, do not let it come in contact with your body. That will burn, it will not feel good. So just be careful when you're using this product. The red light is on, that's how we know it's on. So at this point, we should not touch it. Burning when lack of water. So yeah, we wanna make sure that you keep this thing fully immersed in the water once we put it in there. Immersed, ooh, that was not what I expected. All right, I've got that in there. We'll come back in about 5 or 6 hours and see where it's at. All right, the inflatable hot tub has sufficiently dropped its temperature, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and we're gonna get it heating up. We're gonna go ahead and leave the garage open tonight just to see how well this inflatable hot tub heats up. Last night I came out in this hot tub out here. That was about probably, I don't know, 29 degrees out last night. I came out, the hot tub had successfully heated up to 104 with this thing. Now, I just came back out this morning and it was back down to 102, and it's about 22 degrees right now. So I think I can safely say that this hot tub is not going to stay hot outside without this thing. But with it, it's gonna get up to temperature and it's gonna do just fine because it was there last night. It's back in there now, it's heating back up. I'm hoping to be able to come out later today and enjoy that inflatable hot tub. All right, it took about 16 hours, but we did get there. We're at 104 in this thing. So when I get back, I'll be trying this thing out. One more thing to think about using your inflatable hot tub in the winter months is if you're setting it up and it's already below freezing and you're letting the water sit, the water in there is going to start freezing and it's going to start expanding, and that can break the pipes and the joints and just the overall structure of your inflatable hot tub. So be aware of that. Now, if you're filling it up and it's already cold outside, this could also ruin it as well. Now, if you get it heating up right away, it probably shouldn't do that, but be aware this could happen. The best way to do it is fill it up while it's still a little bit warm outside. That way you can start getting it heated up. That way the components are already warm when the cold weather comes. Now, that may not be an option, but that would probably be the best case scenario. Now, with all this said, as we've said many times, these inflatable hot tubs were not meant for this. They were not designed to do this. That's why we're stress testing them, is so you can know whether or not you can do it safely without ruining your inflatable hot tub. We're gonna say we don't recommend doing it because the manufacturer doesn't recommend doing it. But if you do wanna do it like we've done, we're showing you how it could maybe be done in the best possible scenario. That way you can make an informed decision of whether or not you wanna take that risk. All right, so I pulled this out of the water. I unplugged it first and pulled it out of the water like you're supposed to. I'm really impressed with this product. I think it did an excellent job at heating up this inflatable hot tub, which just wasn't gonna heat up on its own. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're looking at getting this inflatable hot tub and you're wanting to use it in the winter months, or you're looking at any inflatable hot tub and you just want something that'll help it warm up a little faster. Now, do know that we had to connect it to a separate outlet or else we were gonna flip the circuit, and we didn't wanna do that. So we had to get a pretty big extension cord to get it there. But once we got it there, it was good, it heated up, and significantly improved this process. Now, this thing is a little bit scary. Like, you know, you plug something in, you dip it in water. It's like the hairdryer in the water. It's a little freaky, but perfectly safe. Make sure you're being safe with it. If you think this is something that would be useful for you and using your inflatable hot tub or just a regular hot tub or a pool that you want to heat up, this is gonna be a good product for it. So as we saw with this inflatable hot tub, I had to put the heater back in, so that makes me think that this thing is really not gonna heat back up on its own after you get in and out of the hot tub. So I think a heater like this would be necessary if you're gonna use this inflatable hot tub in temperatures like this. Under normal conditions, this is a great inflatable hot tub. It does a really good job. We were using it in a way that it was not intended to be used. All right, y'all, so the hot tub is incredibly hot. This is the one we did not use any kind of additional heating device on this. This thing heated up by itself. It was 30 something degrees in the garage this morning. It's 30 something degrees right now. It was in the 20s last night. This thing has heated up by itself in this very cold weather without any assistance, and it is done just fine. And it is very, very warm right now. So this is the Coleman Saluspa. It's done an excellent job. If you're wondering, can I keep this thing outside? Can I keep it in my garage? I would say, I think you can do it both. Now, remember, the manufacturer says you probably shouldn't do this, but I think that, hey, if you're going for it and you're willing to take the risk, I think the reward could pay off because it's definitely paid off for us. And this is one that we've been using in our garage for a long time, but this is the coldest it's been in quite a bit. And we also stress tested it by letting the water cool down. You know, it cooled down in here, the pipes could have froze, it didn't. Overall, it's been really, really good. So for your inflatable hot tub in the garage, I'm gonna say 100% yes. I think you're safe to do that. If you're gonna put it outside, you know, that's gonna be at your own risk. But if it's something you wanna do, I think it is definitely worth a try because this one with the garage open did just fine. Overall, I really like this hot tub. Check out that video, see if it's something you want. Remember, there's a link down in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and it answered your questions. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day.